Hi everybody, welcome to this free video guide Rookie Division playthrough for the Golden Week 9 Hole Cup. We're playing Nam Hay Cliffs here. Please remember to hit thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And if you are new here, all the rookie content on the channel uses True Rookie Club, so hopefully these shots here for all 9 holes will help you get some approaches sorted for your club levels. Timestamps in the description down below. Bear in mind some of the shots here are from old tournaments before the ball attribute levels changed, but they won't affect the outcome of the shots. Good luck, here we go.
Hole number 1, then we have crosswind here. I'm going with the Titan this time, just to give myself a little bit more distance. 4.5 bars of topspin with my extra mile level 6, setting up at max distance. I'm also using a little bit of right spin. Need to check your second bounce is in the rough on the other side. The idea is we want to bounce in that rough and once again roll out. I adjust this one max distance plus 10%. I'm not going to push up at all, and I'm not going to overpower because I'm using a Titan. You can use a Katana if you'd like, but you would need to push up and maybe go with a little bit of OP as well, depending what club you have. We bounce there nicely in the rough and roll out, and the idea is that we want to finish on the fringe or before the fringe. If we go too far, we're on the green and we may not reach with our putter. Simple wedge from here. I'm lucky enough to have the end bringer. Even in level 1 I will switch to the end bringer, so I'm playing a no spin shot here and adjusting a couple of rings. So 1.7 rings if you're using end bringer, but if you haven't got the end bringer, just use the wedge you're most comfortable with. But it's a makeable chip here for an eagle on hole number 1. On to hole number 2, thorn here, or whatever short iron you do have. Playing with half a bar of backspin, and in the end I don't go with any right spin, I'm just going with the backspin only. I'm aiming right edge of the cup, but as you will see in a moment, I need to offset a little bit more. So just pause the video, have a look. I adjust this one mid distance plus 15% elevation. Mid plus 15. Alternate here, you can use a navigator if you would like to cut the wind down, give you less of a wind push, which may also help, but a marlin is fine as well. Really good speed with the backspin, but just look at that curve on the green. We need to aim just a fraction more to the right, or maybe add 0.1 to our ring adjustment. So very close there. Hole number 3, I'm using a Berserker, but you could get away with the Titan if you like. I'm setting up here with extra mile level 6 at around a plus 9 yard mark, I think. And I'm going with a couple of bars of topspin and also some left spin, actually setting up at plus 6. I would like you to go with a little bit more topspin though. We are short here on our drive. I'm putting on half a ball of left curl, adjusting max plus 20. But as you can see, we do need to be a little bit further up. You can play with a Titan if you'd like. I would suggest then going with a little bit of overpower as well, so you get up to where those shadows are. But a Berserker, you can afford to go slightly short and still have a very makeable second shot. We're playing with the big dog. I am at max distance here. Thankfully, we are reaching from my drive distance. And I'm going with 1 bar of left spin only. No backspin, no topspin. So we've got the yellow ring centered nicely in the rough, and then I'm adjusting max plus 0. It's needing 1 ring of overpower, as we can see when we're stretching out into the red. I go with a little bit more than that just to make sure we get over. It's about 1.5 rings OP. You can see the tip of the needle just going through the red band of the target, then hit perfect, bounces nicely and just hops onto the fairway and rolls very, very nicely on the green. And this is a very nice putt for an eagle. Hole number 4, playing with the backbone. Sadly didn't get a very good look at this hole, so apologies for that, but hopefully you can tweak and work with it as well. See the spins I'm applying there. I'm just trying to find that bowl, that dent in the fairway where we get less of movement on the ball guide. I adjust this one mid plus 20. Mid plus 20 there, aiming at the pin, but sadly I do not hit perfect. I hit great left. And also I do feel a little bit short there, so you might want to remove a little bit of backspin and also aim, as we were in line with the pin with the great left, just aim a little bit left and perfect should be nice there. I decide to go aggressive here on hole number 5. I think with a mini tournament we need to take whatever chances we can, so that's the reason I'm using a Titan. Stretching out, and I'm going with 1 bar of backspin and some right spin as well. I'm adjusting max plus 10, going to push up to max as well. And then I still need to apply about 1 to 2 rings of OP in order to get the ball to bounce on the pad. Important to hit perfect here, but the idea is, look at that, bouncing just nicely on the pad, rolling and checking up around there. Maybe we could have removed half a bar of backspin, but this is a very makeable wedge. Once again, I'm using the Endbringer method here. I'm almost at max distance, not quite though, so 90%. I'm playing this obviously with 15% elevation if you are using slider. No spin shot, so you just get the ball guide to the hole and then make your adjustment. But if you don't have the Endbringer, you can use different wedges as well. Just play with whatever method you like here when you're making your wedge shot. A good chance for eagle if you can get this one to drop. Alternative, if you don't fancy spending a Titan, just lay up on the right and go for a thorn short iron shot, which will, I would then think, give you a direct headwind shot. So both options very makeable, but this one is the more aggressive route with an easier eagle shot. Hole number 6 coming up. I do need to go with a Berserker with Big Topper level 1. If you have obviously Big Topper in higher levels, you may well be able to get away with this with a Titan. Max top spin is what I'm going with here, stretching out, just making sure that second bounce is going to clear the water and the cliff. Then I'm adjusting max plus 10. Once I'm done adjusting, I push back up to max. I do have room for some overpower, so that is what I'm going to go with. We look at, I think, 3 rings of overpower here, but with a great right. But we are fine, we do have room for that. And because I didn't put any right spin on, we're okay, we don't roll into the rough. Yes, we are short, we could maybe have gone an extra ring as well, but just go with what you feel comfortable with here. This is still a very good chance for an albatross. Looking at the thorn, I'm working out where minimum distance is and where max distance is. I'm not quite at mid here, I'm about 40% of the total distance of the club, so just before the midway point between those two min and max lines. I steady the ball up with 1 bar of backspin. Find a nice place to bounce. I would recommend bouncing on the green rather than the fringe or the fairway. Then I'm zooming in. Look very carefully. We don't have a great ball guide, so we need to take care. I'm just a little bit off though, so let's move a little bit left, and we got there. I adjust this one 10% elevation at club distance, so we're just less than min, 40%. So 40% on the slider if you use it, plus 10% elevation. We hit perfect, and we drop this one very, very nicely, dead center for an albatross. Hole 7, very, very nice wind here. We have to go for green. So extra mile 6, going with Titan, 4.5 topspin, 1 bar side spin to the right, stretching out. Look for the ball guide pointing down the middle of the fairway. As you see, you wiggle left and right. It does move a little bit depending on what part of the fairway you land on. I adjust max plus 10, then I push up to max, and then I'm going with not quite full OP, looks like about 5 rings here. You could go with full overpower if you want to. I think you will get a rollout onto the green here. We were quite lucky here. Sometimes if you just make it onto the green, you do have an overpower putt, but this left a very straight wind wedge for the eagle. Hole number 8, the cliff shootout. I only have sniper level 5 here, which is a shame as we don't have a fully developed ball guide, but I do have a good go at this, just need to offset a little bit more. My adjustment here is mid distance with 10% over adjustment. Speed is very good here, but we do need to take care and modify our aim point slightly. As you'll see, even though we hit perfect here, we did just take a miss to the side. Nice speed though, if just about 3/4 of a square to the right. So we can modify our aim point and learn from that going forward.
If you are enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to help out and keep everything free, then please consider making a small donation. All donations are gratefully received and help me out here on the channel, as all of the content here is produced for free in my own spare time. You can do that in one of three ways. You can hit the thanks button here on YouTube, you can make a PayPal donation via the link in the description down below, or you can also join us over on Patreon. Details at the end of the video.
Hole number 9, very nice wind here, going with a katana for the 3 bars of left spin, playing with 3 topspin, which is max topspin with quarterback level 6. Check your second bounce needs to be comfortably over the water and onto the fairway. Adjust max plus 20 here, max plus 20, no push up, and we're going with 1 ball of curl, or rather the right edge of the ball touching the inner wall of the adjustment ring to the left. So it's about 80-85% of the ball outside. Bounces really nicely there. Nice to use the quarterback for its ball guide and accuracy, and also the curl. 306 yards. And that leaves us with a max backbone here. I'm looking at the red ring touching the rough, almost at max distance. So look at the top right of the red ring touching the rough. 1 bar of backspin. Then you need to apply right spin to get your ball guide in line with the hole. So turn the camera around here and just mix and match your right spin. Probably need just over 2 bars, but it depends where your drive lands. So just apply right spin to have that ball guide pointing at the pin. Adjust this one max plus 10. You see, after that's going to bounce there, the wind is going along the same direction as the ball guides. That's why we aim at the pin. So max plus 10, hit perfect. Bounce on the island. Are we going to get there? Yes, boom. Straight at pin for an albatross.
Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.